We'll see. All right, moving on to our favorite topic today. Halfway through the NFL season, it's time to make our division predictions. We're going to go through all the NFC, all the AFC. We're going to tell you who's going to win each division. Here's how we're going to break it down. Let's start with the NFC first.
NFC East, our favorite division to talk about. I'm going to go ahead and go against my team and go with the Philadelphia Eagles. That's right, the 3-4 Philadelphia Eagles are going to take the NFC East, and I'll tell you why. Look at the Giants' schedule for the rest of the season. I don't think they have a single easy game for the rest of the
Patriots, Packers, Steelers, Redskins, Cowboys.
Everybody. Literally the only game I see them winning is against my team, the Washington Redskins, for the rest of the season. And we know from experience that the Giants are a really bad second-half team. So we'll see what happens with that. But I think the Eagles are going to win the NFC East. Who do you think you got there?
Rationale dictates that I select the Giants. 5-2, huge lead against the Eagles. Notice how we're not talking about the Redskins or Cowboys. No confidence in those two teams. But I don't trust the Giants, so I'm gonna have to go with the Eagles.
Let's go with the Eagles. All right, we're gonna move on to the NFC North. I think we have a consensus on this one, and that's going to be the Green Bay Packers. They've shown throughout this season that they're the best team in the NFL, and you can go ahead and try to stop that offense with Aaron Rodgers. He has been nonstop lighting it up. But we're going to go with the Packers. You agree with that one?
I got nothing to add.
He's got nothing to add on that one. We're going to go ahead and move on to the NFC South, which is an interesting case. We got a whole bunch of teams vying for a top spot. A real interesting team's been the Carolina Panthers, even though their record doesn't show it. But for the division winner, going to go with the easy pick, the New Orleans Saints.
Interesting division. 4 very good quarterbacks. Cam Newton, Matt Ryan, Josh Freeman, and Drew Brees. But 4 very different teams. Gonna have to pick the Saints. They're the most complete. However, I am scared. They play terrible defense. They can't stop the run. And Malcolm Jenkins gets burned on a deep touchdown pass every single game.
Watch it, folks.
I'm still going to have to go with Drew Brees, though. Setting NFL record paces numbers.
I think Drew Brees is going to lead them into the playoffs where they will get destroyed by a team from the North.
Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch, exactly. We're going to go ahead and move on to the NFC West, where I think we, again, have a consensus pick. And that's the 49ers, who I think have, at this point, about a 25-game lead on the rest of the division, somewhere in that ballpark range.
I'm pretty sure NFL sources have told me the 49ers have clinched playoff berth spot already. It's a wrap. It's over. Nobody else is going to win that division.
And I had so much hope for Sam Bradford. We're going to go ahead and move on to the AFC East, another great division to watch with the always fun Jets and the always good New England Patriots.
And the Bills.
And the rising Bills. But I'm going to go ahead and say that the Bills are not going to be as good as they look. And I'm going to go ahead and go with another safe pick with the Patriots. Looking at their schedule, I believe that they're going to be able to go through the rest of the season very smoothly and get into the playoffs very nicely with either that 1 or 2 seed.
I'm going to have to agree. Patriots, much easier schedule. I know I got a reliable offense that's going to put up pretty much the same numbers all around. Defense looked really bad last week, but I think that's just because of the Steelers. I think they're going to have the ease of schedule to go through and win most of those games and thus lock up that division.
And then we're going to go ahead and move on to the AFC North. And up until the second half of a certain game last week, I had another team winning in this division. But now I'm going to go with my boy Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens
UD
to hold on and take that division. After their second half performance, I think they've finally gotten that offense back around. We started to see some things with Anquan Bolden that we've been wanting to see for a couple of years now with Joe Flacco, and he was bombing it on that second half of that game. Even though not a great team,
I would expect them to blow out that game, not just to barely win it with the field goal. That's why I'm going to take the Steelers. They look dominant against the Patriots. Ran all over them. Tom Brady couldn't do a single thing. And it ended with the sack and the Palomalu punch. Game over. I'm going to take the Steelers. They're going to beat the Ravens this week. And they're going to take control of the division.
That's another thing. If you have seen the Steelers game, I recommend you go ahead and watch that play with Palomalu. He literally falcon punches the ball into the end zone.
Which actually is illegal, but nobody called him on it.
No one called him on that. All right, we're going to go ahead and move to the AFC South, another interesting division. Who do you have in the AFC South?
AFC South. Let's see what teams are there. Jags, not going to cut it. Blaine Gabbert throws off his back foot every single time. Pat Devlin has more arm power than he does. Who else is there? The Titans? Chris Johnson got paid, not playing anymore. That's not good.
I think he might have 1 yard to carry or something like that.
Maybe 1.5. Let's go to the Colts, a perennial contender. Oh, wait. Curtis Painter is the quarterback. He looks like Blaine Gabbert, maybe slightly bigger. Not good. Thus, by process of elimination, I'm going to take the Houston Texans. Andre Johnson's going to come back. The offense is going to be ridiculous. I'm going to put up big numbers. And in a division where nobody can play defense, that's what's going to cut it.
I have to agree with him that it's an easy pick. The Texans, I think that they're going to do well, but they're another team like the Saints, I believe, that they're going to go into the playoffs and really struggle if they go against a team like Baltimore or the Steelers. A team like that with a really good defense from the North, they're going to get destroyed. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to our last division, which is the AFC West. Very interesting division, and I know James wants to talk about this division very bad, so I'll let you start off.
AFC West. Looking for a sign on Monday Night Football, but all I got was a Charger complete and total meltdown. Had the game in the bag, even before they had the game in the bag. Tons of trips to the positive end of the field, kicked 4 field goals. 4 field goals with Phillip Rivers, Antonio Gates, and a very good wide receiving core against a terrible, maybe okay Kansas City Chiefs team. Fumbles the snap, game is over. Terrible performance. I don't know what is up with Phillip Rivers. I might not even put him in my top 5 quarterbacks anymore. Complete loss of confidence. Now, I gotta decide between the Chiefs, who look really good. By the way, Brandon Flowers, Pro Bowl performance on Monday night, completely shut it down. Or the Raiders. However, 6 interceptions, that's not my thing. I don't like that at all. It's gonna be a toss-up. I feel like whoever's gonna win is gonna go 9-7, maybe even 8-8, like last year's NFC West. Gonna be a real close division, but I think the Raiders, in the spirit of Al Davis, Carson Palmer through the bye week, gonna get better. Just gonna throw bombs and run in between the tackles. Gonna get it done, Raider style.
I don't agree with James on this one. I think that the Raiders have too many problems so far. I like their team and the running philosophy that they have. I believe that the Chiefs, their injuries are going to catch up. When you have Jamal Charles and Eric Berry leave early in the season, eventually that's going to catch up to you. Teams are going to expose that weakness. And then I think that the Chargers will somehow pull it out with Phillip Rivers and Norv Turner. And I got them winning that division, but I do believe they'll go 10-6 at least and take the division.
I don't know.
And that's why we watch the game to see what happens. Well, that's about all we're going to have for our show this week. We thank you for watching. And we also want to recommend that you guys actually message us on Facebook about what we can talk about. Our next show should be actually coming out on Tuesday. It'll be a recap of the weekend and pretty much just going over anything that we thought was funny over the weekend.
Yeah, we might film on Tuesday. It may be up by Wednesday. Not sure if we can get it up by Tuesday. Hit us up on the Facebook page. Any suggestions, comments, whatever. We'd love to hear from you. We also have that YouTube channel. It's all linked together. So make sure anything you want to say, make sure you tell us. And have a good day.
Thank you.